Just when they think they have us beat, I'm gonna steal one of their bases. Good job, team. Yeah. Keep them distracted. Yeah. I got this. I'm the best. Yeah. Stealthy for the win. Oh yeah. I'm the best. Get away. Oh, what the? What's up, guys? So this is my first hour of Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2 in about 15 minutes with some bonus content from a second round that I was able to jump into before I got off and called it because, like an idiot, I forgot to set my clock. Anyway, so yeah, at the beginning, of course, legal stuff, character creation, because I completely forgot Japanese and it's been a long time since I've even played a Japanese game or had to speak to anyone in Japanese or read Japanese. I actually hit default on my character, so I had to make my character all over again. But the tutorial wasn't too bad, it was pretty cool. Like, of course, it's the basic stuff, like, like move here, move there, how to get into your mobile suit, how to get out, how to like switch weapons, and how to shoot, how to dodge, how to boost, all the basic stuff. The thing I was surprised about was how long it takes to reload a gun. Like, the cooldowns on this one are fairly long, and it's pretty interesting because, man, it's like this game is more tactical than it is action, and I'm really used to Gundam Battle Operation Next, where it was like kind of a little bit more action than strategy, but this is more team strategy. So I thought the repair feature was pretty cool. How you can just get out as a pilot, pull out your welding gun, and just, light it up. Of course, once you get to the hub world, you have the hub world tutorial where you got to talk to this person, talk to that person. I personally got distracted by the cool video that they have on display because I was just like, man, that Zaku looks awesome. I'm pretty sure it's for an event. You know what? I would join the military union if I saw some ads like that where it was like, pilot this. That GM looks awesome. I want that GM. What was I saying? Oh, like I would totally sign up for that Zaku or even that GM. So, of course, as always, like I said, go here, go there, go to, go into this menu, do this, do that. And I got distracted by the models, not gonna lie. So my tutorial took about 45 minutes for me to get through because, remember, like I said, I completely forgot Japanese. So then, like, I just got lost in the menus a couple times because I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do because I just wasn't thinking like, hey, this is a video game like all other video games. Why don't you just do the basic video game stuff? So yeah, it's pretty cool how they have like what's strong against what system, and they start you off with 5 mobile suits, like your basic Zaku's, your Zaku 1 through 2, and then your GMs. I thought that was pretty cool. They start you off with some currency, of course, because it's a free to play game, to show you how to unlock more mobile suits and how to get more, more equipment and stuff like that. I thought that was awesome. Just the basic stuff. They do events all the time, which is one thing Gundam Battle Operation Next I loved about. Did I even say that sentence right? Whatever. Was like the events, because like sometimes they would have in Battle Operation Next, like the Psycho Gundam that would randomly appear as an open boss for both teams, and whoever killed the like the open map boss, got like a team buff. So I really liked stuff like that. And then of course in this game they have already a lot to choose from. I chose one of the Zaku's as my freebie, and then for my like roulette ticket thing, I got a very interesting mobile suit. Wait for it. A gun tank. Yeah, shiny gun tank. So after running around trying to figure out how to get into a match, I was like, wait, there are other people. Let me go find out where all the blue arrows are. Yeah, of course. Because after you finish the tutorial, then it puts you online with everybody else, depending on what server you pick, which I have no clue what server I pick. I just pressed the first one that came up. Uh, not gonna lie to you. I was like, oh, let me see what this is about. Let me see if I understand things. I set the Zaku 2 because it had the highest stats as my primary. So I was like, let me run around and try this for a bit. The free practice mode is pretty cool. Um, didn't see if there was a way to activate the enemy AI because I really was just like, I need to play, I need to play, I need to shoot someone. But I wanted to see if I see about the controls and see how the landscape was and get used to the boosting system a little bit before heading into a match. So far, like it was pretty good. Like the only thing I don't like about this game is how it highlights allies with the crosshairs. So it kind of like throws me off every so often while I was in matches because I didn't know like who was friend, who was foe until like you know health bars would pop up. And then I was like, oh, okay, so that foes are over there. Friends don't have health bars above their heads and stuff like that. But man, the cooldowns on this are pretty freaking crazy. So like even just like switching between weapons, there's a cooldown, which is, respectable. After you swing a melee weapon, there's a cooldown to swing again. I thought that was a little bit ridiculous. The reload time on the rifles is extremely long with no like Gears of War type of quick reload, which I thought would have really been good for this game. But who knows? I'm just starting out. Maybe there is later down the line with a Gundam. Maybe not. I don't know. Getting into a match took a while. That was probably like the longest wait time. And to be honest, it's my fault. I can admit it. Because I forgot to set my secondary clock on my phone to a Japanese clock at Tokyo time, so I would know what time it is in Japan while I was doing this to see if it was peak hour when people would be playing or not. Luckily, I was able to get a couple matches in, so it wasn't too bad. It was like maybe a 20-minute wait for the first match. Like I said, it wasn't too bad. Like I just talked to myself and to the people I was streaming because they were like, man, this is a long wait time. I'll be back. So I started talking to myself. But anyway, yeah, like the cutscenes were pretty cool. Of course, I'm going to spare you the load times because the loading screen it's not as bad as like Monster Hunter World where it's like almost a minute of load time to get into a mission. But it was like roughly like 30 seconds. So on my first mission, I really didn't know what to do. I didn't even know all the controls. Like just being completely honest. So I just tried to like figure things out, see what other people were doing. The dude with the golf was pretty freaking cool, not gonna lie. Like the thing that I'm liking about this game is that it is strategic. So you gotta rely on your team. Like if you have like one person who's really good at just PvP, like kind of like support them, but be careful because there is friendly fire. So you definitely got to watch out for what's going on the battlefield. You got to like watch your teammates. You got to watch your opponents. Like people could sneak around corners and get you. And man, when you get hit, you get hit. So, like I said, like didn't really get to learn everything in the tutorial. So I didn't know that there was like a prowler mode for the mobile suits. I didn't even know that they could like dodge roll. Like that was a pretty cool aspect that I wish I knew about right in the tutorial. But the movement feels good. The gameplay feels good. This game is definitely fun. To me, it's not as fun as Battle Operation Next, and I'm going to compare it to that one because I played it the most. I played it for like a good solid year as long as I had the time. Battle Operation Next was just my favorite. So this one is kind of like, it feels kind of like Gundam Online. I think if you're a Gundam fan and you've played that, then you know what I'm talking about. Like it feels a little bit like Gundam Online. If you haven't played Gundam Online, it's kind of this game is kind of it's not really like fast paced action. It's kind of like slow, clunky action where like you can switch to your melee weapon, get some hits in, switch to your gun, get some shots, but it's not like super fast. Like I if you've played the Division, you know what I mean by like shooting, switching, and stuff. Like it's still a third person shooter, but it's more of a Japanese third person shooter, if you know what I mean. Other than that, I freaking loved it. We won our first match with the random people that I was matched up with. I went and stole some bases. That's what I love doing. While my team is drawing all the PvP attention, I like to go and sneak around and hop and steal someone's base. That's what I like to do. That's what I love to do in Gundam Next, because it was just fun. Like most people that I get paired up with, they're real hardcore into the PvP, so they'll like zip around, try to get as many kills as possible, and in a system like that, if you're not well enough to keep up with them, if your skill isn't high enough, I just say, let them have all the fun and let me go capture some bases while the other team is occupied. And that's kind of my favorite thing to do, which is what I did here. I actually stole, I think, 2 bases, which was pretty cool. I had fun. Like I said, I had fun with it. I shot at the enemy. I got some assists. I got blown up a couple times. They had a sniper, which was, man, that dude was really good. Their sniper was solid. Like, if you were out in the open and he saw you, you were getting shot. And he was pretty good at close range, too. Like, he almost took down 2 of us at once here, which was, not gonna lie, like, kind of a moment. Like, if the golf did not show up when it did, man, I so would have been dead. But yeah, that dude backed off. I missed my opportunity to get the slash from behind with the axe, but it's okay. But yeah, for like a 5v5 situation in a really big open map, over the shoulder, strategic action kind of game, like this is something I can definitely get hooked into. It just takes a different mindset. Like probably once I unlock more mobile suits, I can have some more fun because I personally like the snipers. But I personally like aerial snipers. So if they have like their transportation, I forgot what it's called. Dang it, I'm tired. Sorry. They have like their transportation unit where they can like kind of like a hoverboard craft for the mobile suits. Like I love that. I don't think it would be in this game. I might have to do some more research, but like I definitely like zipping in, being the support, getting the assist, helping like with a 2-on-1 situation type of thing. Or I don't really like going rogue, but just mostly like helping other teammates get kills and then taking over bases and being that really solid support is what I like doing in these type of games. And I was happy that this supported that. The boosting system is something that definitely needs to be like not like what do I want to say, not like adjusted. Like I don't have a problem with the boosting system. It just definitely needs some getting used to, especially if you've played like Gundam Versus or Gundam Breaker or like any other Gundam game. Like you kind of feel like you have more options for boosting, and in this one it's kind of just like boosting one direction and the boost meter is kind of short. My own teammate shot me there because he didn't know that I was his teammate, and that's what I was talking about. Like it's kind of hard to tell who's a teammate and who isn't at times, especially when your phone goes off. But when like the reticle lights up no matter what, like it led to a lot of friendly fire. Like in the next match, I shot at a couple people that were on my team because I couldn't tell, and that kind of threw me off. But cool thing about like that repair system that I was alluding to before, like while you're taking over a base, you can repair your mobile suit, which I think is really cool. That's a pretty cool option to do. Because in the other games, you didn't have that option. Like you could take a firefight. If you survive, you could go retreat back to your headquarters and then like repair your mobile suit and then get back out there in the action. Like, I think that's great. It's better than like just sitting there waiting for like your health to recover, or if your health never recovers, then you just got to deal with the aftermath. And sometimes that can be a little unfun. Well, a little unfun. A little not fun, sorry. So I definitely like this game and the way the system is, the way the setup is, the way the controls are. The point system feels fair, like based off of kills and then how long you have bases under control versus your opponents. Like I said, I had fun, but yeah, this was my first hour and about 15 minutes chopped up for digestion. But I will throw another match in here for free with the audio, so enjoy the bonus match. We won this one too. That clip from the start came from this match. This match was a little more fun, and man, I loved it. But hopefully we can get into this and do more content weekly. If you guys want more content from us weekly, please let us know down in the comments or on Twitter. We will be streaming this game weekly. We have a pretty busy schedule, but until the next video, take care, guys, and I will see you out on the battlefield. Peace.
味方機が撃破されました。中継地点敵に確保されました。敵モビルスーツ撃破。味方機が撃破されました。味方機が撃破されました。味方機が撃破されました。損傷グループ戦闘空域に問題なし。戦闘上か慎重に。拠点の拡大設置に成功。戦争に拮抗しています。勝ちましょう。その場にモビルスーツ。出撃お願いします。味方機が撃破されました。攻撃支援が実施されます。全員油断させてください。味方機が撃破されました。敵方後方部隊から支援攻撃が来ます。損傷作戦残り時間2。本作戦によって拠点の水位が上昇しました。攻撃が来ます。味方機が撃破されました。作戦残り時間1分です。最後まで油断しないで。味方機が撃破されました。 中継地点の制圧確認。作戦時間終了。我々の勝利です。称賛されました。今回の戦闘報酬です。